Namaisa, and today we're gonna do another collaboration video, and this time I'm doing that with MedeaiJ. I hope I pronounced your name right. It's horrible, you guys. I asked her to send me a voice message with how she pronounces her name. I'm that horrible. But anyway, she's also a longtime subby of mine, and she asked me if I wanted to do a collaboration video, and just like my previous collaboration videos, I said yes. Not only because she's a longtime subscriber, but just because it's fun, you know, to share your ideas about makeup and just do a collab. I mean, it's easy. You guys know what I mean, right? So today we're doing a Valentine's Day collaboration. So I went for a soft look, soft kind of look, you know, pinky tones, a little bit of brown, and just a sparkly lip gloss. And MedeaiJ went for a little more drama in her look. So of course, I suggest you go to her YouTube channel and just check her out, check her version out, and leave her lots of love, because Valentine's Day, awesome YouTube collab, love, just love, positive vibes. But if you want to see my version of our collaboration, then you know what you gotta do. So of course I started out with applying my Urban Decay primer potion, and I applied it all over my lid, in my crease, on my brow bone, and underneath my lower lash line. Then next I'm going to use my M.A.C Studio Fix face powder in NC45, and I will be applying that with a taper blending brush by Royal Langnickel. And I'm first applying that in my crease as always, and then I'm softly blending it up towards my brow bone. This is going to give me an even canvas to work on, and it will help me blend out my other eyeshadows later on in this video. And I'm just using windshield wiper motions mostly to blend everything out. Now I'm going to use a eyeshadow by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this one is called Morroco, and I will be applying that with a 217 blending brush by M.A.C. And so I'm first applying that in my crease with windshield wiper motions, and then I'm softly blending it out a little bit. I think I mentioned this before, but I just love using this eyeshadow as a transition color. It's just a perfect shade for me. Anyway, let's move on. Now I'm going to use this eyeshadow right here, and you can find it in the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. I have no idea what the name is since I lost the little sheet that comes with it with all the names on it. But anyway, I'm applying that all over my lid with a M.A.C 213 brush. Also, I dipped my brush in a little bit of water and mixed it together with the eyeshadow to make the eyeshadow more intense, just to let you know. Once I'm done with that, I'm taking a pencil brush by Inglot, and I'm taking that same eyeshadow as well, and I'm applying it right underneath my lower lash line. And yes, I also applied a little bit of water to this brush. Next up, I'm going to use Jilted eyeshadow by the Urban Decay Electric palette, or you can find it in the Urban Decay Electric palette. And yeah, I'm going to apply that with a 217 blending brush by M.A.C, and I'm only applying that on the inner part of my crease, as you can see right here. And I'm just blending that out softly with windshield wiper motions. Once I'm done with that, I'm also applying it right underneath my lower lash line, and I'm mixing it together with that eyeshadow I applied before. I'm also taking a pencil brush again just to intensify that eyeshadow color a little bit more. Next up, I'm going to use Blackout eyeshadow by Urban Decay, and you can find it in the Urban Decay Naked Palette too. And I'm gonna apply that with the M.A.C 286 brush. And with windshield wiper motions, I'm applying that product in my crease only at first. And I'm not applying too much product. Now I'm taking a small eyeshadow brush by Royal Langnickel, and I'm applying that same eyeshadow on the outer part of my eyelid. Once I've done that, I'm also applying it a little bit underneath my lower lash line, only on the outer part of my lower lash line, just to give my look a little bit more definition. And now I'm using a Urban Decay Glide On eye pencil, and actually this one is called Stag, and I'm just applying that on my lower waterline. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to apply my eyeliner, and of course I'm using my Catrice liquid liner in Dating Joe Black. And all I'm doing is just applying my little winged eyeliner, at least I think it's little. So yeah, now I'm going to apply my false lashes off camera. I do have a separate video listed below in the information box on how I do that. For these lashes, these are just a mix of Ardell Whispies and Demi Whispies and some individual lashes. But anyway, let's continue with the rest of the face. So I already went ahead and applied my moisturizer. This is by the brand Formula 10.0.6 and it's called the Seriously Shine Free Moisturizer or Mattifying Oil-Free Moisturizer. My face looks a little bit pale because before that I had to apply a certain acne medicine, just so you know. And then for my primer, I used the BeautyUK Prime Effects Foundation Primer. And I also went ahead and already applied that all over my face. So for my foundation, I'm first gonna use the Kryolan TV Paint Stick in the shade Lin or L-I-N. And I'm just gonna apply that all over my face. And yeah, it's, well, kind of random. I'm focusing on my blemishes a little bit more, of course. And then on the rest of my face, I'm gonna leave that open and blend it out with my beauty blender, like I'm gonna do right now. Of course, this is a damp beauty blender. Otherwise, oh my gosh, this foundation would go nowhere because it's not extremely sticky. It's kind of drying, but in a good way. Anyway, just check my review for this foundation out because it's awesome. It's my new favorite. So now I'm going to use another Kryolan TV Paint Stick, and this shade is called Chinese, and I'm mostly applying it on the center of my face. I'm doing this so I can get the most, well, not perfect, but the best combination of colors that will match to the rest of my body. Does that make sense to you? I hope it does. Anyway, I'm doing the same thing as I did before. I'm using a damp beauty blender to blend everything out nicely and together. And now I'm going to highlight my face, and for that I'm going to use another Kryolan TV Paint Stick, and I'm using the one or the shade called G165. And I'm first going to apply that right underneath my eyes, then on the center of my nose, or actually bridge of my nose, and also on my cupid's bow, on my chin, and on my laugh lines. This is a trick Miss Fame talked about in one of her recent tutorials. It apparently helps you to get rid of your laugh lines. So to well, not get rid, but to kind of, you know, disguise them. Anyway, once I've highlighted my face, I'm taking again a damp beauty blender and I'm blending everything out. But again, about that trick about, you know, that Miss Fame was talking about, it actually really helps. So thanks Miss Fame for the tip. I love it. So now to set everything, I'm first gonna use the Ben Nye Luxury Powder in Banana. This shade actually works for me. And I'm focusing this powder more on the center of my face. The banana powder kind of gives a yellow hue, not an extreme one, but it kind of highlights the face. So I'm focusing that powder like extremely on the center of my face. And once I've done that, I'm taking a transparent loose, well not loose, compact powder by Essence, and I'm applying that to the rest of my face, so mostly the perimeter of my face. I just love this combination. It works for me, so you know, do whatever you want to do, but thanks to this, I do not need a setting spray to hold my makeup. So now that that hot mess is gone, I'm using my M.A.C Mineralize Skin Finish Natural in Deep Dark, and I'm gonna warm up the rest of my face. So I'm applying this powder mostly to the perimeter of my face. And just to let you know, I let that powder set from before for about 3 minutes. Oh, and for this, you know, the bronzing of the face, if you will, I'm using a small powder brush by Morphe. And now it's time to contour. Of course, I'm going to use my Sleek Contour Kit, and I'm using the darkest shade, and I'm just gonna contour my face. I'm using a angled contour brush by Morphe for this. Yeah, can you believe that I still haven't found a replacement or just a new contour powder? Because most of the times I find the contour powders that I can get my hands on way too light, and I love a strong contour because I have a chubby face. So let me know any suggestions. But anyway, for my blush, I'm going to use a baked powder blush by Milani, and this one is called Terra Soleil. And so I'm first applying it to the apples of my cheeks, and then I'm softly blending it up. I believe I'm using a M.A.C 130 brush. I'm not sure though, because it kind of rubbed off the handle. Anyway, I felt that my contour was, I don't know, kind of sloppy, I guess. And so I wanted to clean up the shape, so kind of sharpen it with my loose powder by Ben. This is a technique mostly used by drag queens, and it's called baking or cooking the powder. I'm gonna leave this on until I'm gonna do my lipstick. So before I'm gonna do my lipstick, I'm gonna wipe away all that powder or what's left of it and, you know, just do my thing. So don't worry about this being on there. So for my highlight, I'm going to use a Mineralize skin finish, and it's called Perfectly Poised, and it's by M.A.C. And I'm applying that with a small fan brush on the highest points of my cheekbones. I do want to add that this Mineralize skin finish was actually a limited edition product, so you know, just use whatever you have. And for my second highlight, I'm going to use the M.A.C Extra Dimension skin finish in Whisper of Guilt, and I'm going to apply that actually with my ring finger on the tip of my nose, on the bridge of my nose, and also on my Cupid's bow. Again, this is another tip by Miss Fame, so thank you Curtis or Miss Fame for this tip. And then for my lips, I'm going to use the M.A.C lip glass called Dreamy, and that's super self-explanatory. I'm just going to use the doe foot applicator to apply that all over my lips. And once I'm done with that, as always, smack those lips together, and we're finally done with the look. So that was it for the tutorial. I'm sorry you guys if certain parts of the tutorial ended up being a little too bright. I'm kind of experimenting with my settings on my camera and on my light settings, but you know, it will get better. Every video it will get better. But I do hope it wasn't too distracting, if it was distracting at all. So as with every video, of course I had lots of fun doing this. If you have questions for me, you can always leave them in the comment section. Doesn't matter what type of question it is. Well, keep it clean. But anyway, if you have questions for me, you can leave them in the comment section and I will try to get to you as soon as I can. So if you want to follow me on my social media pages, then just type in MakeupByNamaisa on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Snapchat. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And again, go check out MedeaiJ's YouTube video. You will love it. It's out there but yet wearable. It's perfect. If you want a little bit more drama for your Valentine's Day, go to her video. I will leave a direct link to it below in the information box. So thank you again, and until my next video. Bye!